The order was Hermione, Blaise, Draco, Ron, Harry, Ginny, Lavender, and last but not least, Pansy. "Okay then," muttered Hermione. "Ron, truth or dare, kiss or swear?" The ginger rolled his eyes in frustration and took a moment to think. Dare?" Hermione smirked, crossed her arms in victory, and said, "All right then, your choice. I dare you to take an abandoned painting and whack it on your head, so your head goes through the canvas." Ron grumbled and walked over to a wall that was now covered in paintings. He looked for a painting without a person on it and asked the other paintings if it was abandoned. It was, so he took it, got back to the circle, stood in the middle, and bashed it on his head. The canvas ripped and seized around his neck. Everyone laughed and chuckled hard at the stupid activity assigned. Ron muttered something like, "I'll teach ya," and ripped the painting off his head, throwing it to the corner of the room and sitting back down. It was Blaise's turn. "All right then, Ginny, truth or dare, kiss or swear?" "Kiss!" She bolted a look at Harry, who backed away into Ron slowly. Blaise stuttered for a moment, but couldn't think of anything good. "All right then, go ahead and kiss Harry, I don't care. Sorry, couldn't think of anything better." Ginny's eyes flashed with hunger, and she walked up behind the terrified Harry. He turned around to face her, eyes flooded with disgust and anxiety. Ginny bent down and gave him a passionate kiss on the lips before happily skipping back to her place. Harry's face scrunched up in disgust as he wiped his lips on his sleeve. He looked at Draco, who was laughing at him, but saw jealousy and somewhat slight hint of anger in his eyes. He ignored it, and the game went on. It was Draco's turn. All right, Flower. Truth or dare, kiss or swear?" He addressed the blushing Lavender, who thought he was flirting with her. "Truth," she mumbled, taking the bottle of truth potion and taking a small sip. She waited for Draco to ask her a question while the potion took effect. "Okay then, do you like richer or kinder boys?" He was putting up the line between himself and Harry, addressing himself as rich. "I like—" She was stopped and the truth was forced out. "Richer boys, because then they give me money if I'm lucky, and I get whatever I want, including fame." Draco's eyebrows arched up in victory, having had squeezed the awful truth out of the gold digger. Lavender slapped a hand over her mouth, refusing to look at her shocked friends in embarrassment. "See, told ya, this game is dangerous," said Pansy, imitating a ghost for more effect. It was now Ron's turn, and he wanted revenge on Hermione. "All right, babe. Truth or dare, kiss or swear?" Draco and Blaise snickered at the pet name. "Swear." She took her wand and held Ron's hand, casting a spell. Silver strings of magic intertwined over their hands, bonding the vow. "Okay then, promise me not to read a book for a week." He smirked, dealing with his side of the vow. Hermione's jaw dropped open, but she gathered herself back and did the swear. "I swear not to read any kind of book for a week." The silver lines disappeared as they sank into their hands. The swear was made. If Hermione broke it, something would hurt really badly. She looked over ever so sadly at a bookshelf, and the spine and bone on the back of her neck ached slightly. How was she supposed to study or use her books in class? This is going to be difficult. Finally, Harry's turn. "Okay then. Blaise, truth or dare, kiss or swear?" "Dare." "Punch Draco in the ribs for me, won't ya?" Ron gave Harry a high five at that. Blaise looked apologetically at Draco, who shot him a life-threatening look. But Blaise had to obey, so before they knew it, a fist landed into Draco's ribs. He pulled his legs up to his chest and sat in a tight ball, gathering air back in his lungs. "Sorry, Drake," Blaise whimpered, receiving a punch in the shoulder. Ginny's turn now. "Pansy, truth or dare, kiss or swear?" "Swear." The wand ritual was repeated. "Promise me not to laugh for the rest of the game." "I swear not to break a giggle until the game ends." Chop chop, Lavender's turn is next. "Harry, truth or dare, kiss or swear?" "Truth." "What is your sexual preference, if you don't mind?" She fluttered her lashes at him, wanting to take the chance. Harry was famous and rich, and she wouldn't mind a guy like him. She doubted his sexual preference because she thought he looked at boys in a weird way that confused her. Harry swallowed hard, looking down at the floor. He took the smallest possible sip of the potion and waited a few seconds for it to take effect. Lavender repeated her question. Harry took a moment or two before words were forced out of him. Guys. Wait, so you're gay? Lavender almost shrieked in disbelief. Harry slowly nodded, looking down at the floor. He was embarrassed. But when he looked up at Draco, he noticed that his expression lightened up with hope. He was beginning to wonder. Lavender, there's nothing wrong with that. Harry, it's okay, just another fun fact about you. And nothing else. Don't worry, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Ron cheered his friend up, patting him on the back. Harry lightened up and sat back up, looking at his nodding friends. Okay then. Yeah, sorry, Harry. I was just surprised. Lavender whispered in disappointment and envy. Harry nodded, and the game resumed. It was at last Pansy's turn. She decided to take the big advantage of the moment and chance. Okay, Draco, truth or dare, kiss or swear? She looked at him with an unreadable expression, which slightly alarmed him. He took a moment to think, and then announced proudly, taking a chance at the ladies. Kiss. He was hooked, and now she just had to pull and catch. All right then, make out with Harry. Harry's face went pale, and Draco's was like snow. He eyed Harry embarrassingly, feeling his pain. He kind of wanted this, but didn't at the same time. But, after all, he hadn't said his sexual preference yet, so he could still back up. I am not shagging Potter. Then his chest hurt and he was in pain, slightly dropping down in defeat. Pansy's eyebrow arched up, as she knew he had no turning back. Fine then. Does it have to be so public? Can we go somewhere else? Draco crouched down next to Harry, who was now counting down seconds before this whole thing went kaboom. Pansy folded her arms and shook her head, gesturing for him to just do it. Ron scooted further away from Draco, and Ginny shifted away from Harry. They did that from slight fear and disgust, but also to see this show better. Draco looked doubtfully at Harry, who was staring back at him nervously. I really don't want to Harry let the sentence unfinished as a sharp pain hit his chest. You have to. Go on. Come on, Harry, it's just a kiss. By the way, Draco is also gay if that makes you feel any better. Pansy dropped the bomb. Draco shot her a deadly stare down until she looked away from slight fear of being attacked. She knew that she had just said his big secret that he had personally trusted to her, and she broke it. Everyone looked surprised and oohed. Color slightly returned to both boys' faces, and you could see a hard blush invading them. Oh, just do it already, Ron stated, clapping his hands at a keep it going pace. Draco decided to make his first kiss right. Harry refused to look at him, so he had to turn and tilt his head up by the chin. Harry tensed up as the smooth silk fingers touched his skin, and shuddered when he met beautiful diamond eyes. Draco nervously licked his lips, and decided to stop making this awkward and just deal with it. He closed off the distance between them, and captured Harry's lips with his. The two boys relaxed at the touch. It was so sweet and calm, maybe even a little bit loving. Harry immediately started kissing back, the two sharing a rather deep kiss only true lovers could create. They forgot about everything and got simply up and out of the world. Everyone except for Lavender and Ginny clapped. Pansy made corny sounds as they watched the hot scene before them. It was then that Draco felt his lips part as Harry's tongue entered his mouth. He entered his tongue in his mouth as well, as the two intertwined for a moment or two. Draco's eyes flew open in realization and he parted the kiss. Harry looked stunned, and so was he himself. Best kiss ever. The two looked at each other in disbelief for a moment before Draco slowly rose up and started making his way back to Blaze. That was when Hermione stopped him with her hand. It's my turn. Draco, truth or dare, kiss or swear? She eyed Pansy with a smirk, and the two girls giggled. Pansy winced in pain as she got a headache in the back of her head for giggling. This was not good.